Hey everybody, welcome. Something a little unusual. I'm going to be doing a couple of vlogs here back to back. This first one is more of a lighthearted little chat. I'm going to engage in a little bit of self-indulgence here about my young grandson, my first grandchild who was just born this past week, and excuse me. Talk a little bit about that, talk a little bit about my meeting with Dan Verssen and his wife Holly at the DVG warehouse in Southern California while I was down there, and talk about a couple of more giveaways I've got coming up in the near future. What can I say? My grandson was born last week. What a breathtaking thing. What a miraculous thing. And I've got two kids, so being around a young life coming into the world is something I'm familiar with, but it's a whole new level with grandkids, and I know a lot of you folks out there probably already have grandkids of your own, and I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. It's just what a perfect child. Ruggedly handsome, of course. Young boy. Bittersweet. Bittersweet to see my daughter doing the things that my wife and I did when our children were babies. Seeing my young son-in-law mirror the things that I did when I was a young father for the first time. That whole side, I don't want to get all verklempt here, but wow, I feel like I've entered into a whole new chapter of my life, right along with my kids, who are entering a whole new chapter of their lives. Wow, what an incredible thing. Isn't life great? But you know, while I was down there in Southern California, that the kids they go to the school, college, university of their choice down there, and it's about a 350-mile trip. And if you know newborn babies at all, you know that they sleep a lot. They sleep, wake up briefly to eat and get changed, and pretty much sleep some more. So we had long breaks of time where we didn't have a whole lot to do. I had kind of put it out there ahead of time that I was going to be down in Southern California, and Dan Verssen was kind enough to extend an invitation to come by for a visit. I was, you know, about 20-30 minutes away from his warehouse, and my original thought was, great, I'll go down there, maybe I could save myself some shipping. You know, I wasn't sure if I could buy a game from him face to face, but my copy of Field Commander Alexander met with a very tragic, untimely end several years back, and I wanted to replace it. And I thought, okay, cool, I can go down there and buy it from him and not have to pay shipping. And Dan was just said, hey, come on over, you know, tour the warehouse, see everything going on here. And while I was down there, he just told me to put my wallet away and you know, partake. I wanna thank Dan Verssen and his lovely wife Holly for their great hospitality. We spent a good few hours touring the warehouse. I gotta tell you, it was one of the most educational conversations in terms of gaming that I've had in a long time. Dan's been at it for decades as a game designer, as a game publisher, and you know, as someone who's been playing these games for a long time, you know, you have a pretty good awareness of what it is that you don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, you have no idea what you don't know. We talked about printing and the pros and cons of using a foreign printing service compared to the exorbitant cost of more domestic US-based printers, and print, the size of print runs and how they affect cost, and the moving target of gamers and what they expect, what they want, the challenges associated with game design. Just a really enlightening conversation. It was such a blast for me to just sit there and chat with the two of them. Little fun fact, Field Commander Napoleon, that combat system that I raved about in my review of that game, that just gives me absolute seizures, that I love it so much every time I play it. Did you know Dan's wife Holly designed that? That was Holly all the way. I looked at her and I smiled and I said, "So you're the one who's been kicking my butt all these years." What a great visit that was. I got to meet their son, Kevin. We only got to speak briefly. He was on his way out to be a dungeon master for a group of his friends that were playing D&D. He showed off all the landscape pieces and miniature walls and all the stuff that his mom and he had made out of cardboard. Just incredible stuff. But he struck me as a terrific young man. I was so impressed when I got there to DVG's warehouse. You know what I saw? You know, I just saw a guy and his wife, and it was hot. It was hot down there. You know, sweating their butts off, stacking boxes, preparing shipments. There was no paid staff. There were no worker bees running around doing their bidding. It was all them. Just really amazing. You know, it's easy to think of a game publisher as this monolithic big company with a shipping department and a design department and a complaint department and a this and a that. And no. The design work is done in Dan's home, and all the warehousing and shipping and grunt work is done there in that little 2,200 square foot warehouse. Check out my spy video if you want to get a better look. But I want to thank them for their hospitality, the time they took to sit down and chat with me. The armful of games that I walked out with was just incredibly generous. Which brings me to the next little subject here of this vlog. I just finished up my giveaway of Tiger Leader. Still got to get that shipped, Paul. I've got it boxed up and ready to go. Just got to run it to the post office. But I've got two more big giveaways coming up here real soon. I just got to get a few loose ends wrapped up around here. I'm in the middle of playing through my next game review, Hostage Negotiator. It's on my table right now. But here's my next couple of giveaways. I have, still in the shrink, another copy of Hostage Negotiator, a solitaire game, a card game. I've been playing it. I played around with it some while I was in the LA area, you know, during those dead moments in the motel, and I've been playing it hardcore since I got home. I'm really enjoying it. This is a tight little solitaire. I know I'm probably blowing the review a little bit, but I'm going to be giving away a free copy of Hostage Negotiator. Pretty sure this is probably going to be unavailable pretty soon. It's selling pretty well from what I understand. So look for the review and giveaway of Hostage Negotiator coming soon. And this was unexpected. I had not planned this. The generosity of Dan Verssen and DVG Games. I have here a copy of what is probably their most popular game. Still in the shrink. Thunderbolt Apache Leader. You are in charge of a squadron of pilots. You select the pilots, the aircraft, the weaponry, everything. Changing terrain, different enemies. This is probably the current crown jewel in the Leader series. Love Tiger Leader, can't wait to see what comes next for that. But we've got a brand new copy of Thunderbolt Apache Leader to give away. Thank you, Dan, for this complimentary copy. He gave it to me with the intent of giving it away, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So there's going to be a drawing for Thunderbolt Apache Leader in the near future as well. So be on the lookout for that. So, Hostage Negotiator is on the table. It's being played. I will be coming soon with the review and giveaway for that, and look for some more unboxings coming really soon as well. Anyway, things are going gangbusters. Welcome to all my new subscribers who jumped on board during the Tiger Leader drawing. I hope you stick around. There's going to be more fun to come. So that's it for now. Look for my other vlog that's going to be uploaded very soon as well. I tackle a couple of more serious, more sensitive game-related topics, but I think it's something that needs to be discussed. So anyway, take care. Happy gaming, everybody. And hey, thanks for subscribing.